I'm sorry, Howard Jones got a job in a Saran Wrap factory.
Yeah.
Why?
It was the first job that anybody offered me, and I just needed something to have some money coming in
So
to
that you could
get
do your
the
music.
ball rolling.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So Howard Jones, musician, award winner, extremely well-known, 80s synthesizer, magician. We are in Lamani. What is your drink? What do we got?
It's Yorkshire English tea
Yeah.
that I drink quite a lot of at home.
Would you add oat milk creamer?
Yeah, oat milk. And then I like Manuka honey because it's good for you.
It's good for me. Okay, this is a 3-step drink, and I'm loving it. Most people aren't this organized, I have to say.
I hope you're going to like it.
I do so far. I already tasted it.
The
It's
process is
wonderful.
enjoyable.
No, I like it very much.
Yeah?
Yeah. Howard Jones. I think people of a certain age know you immediately, right? Because they remember the 80s and you were everywhere.
It was at that time when there was an explosion of all kinds of things. One of the things was the synthesizers, like you were saying, and all this new equipment, the drum machines, and that's what I did. I had a one-man band.
Yeah. So I know as a kid you studied piano, took piano lessons?
That's right. 7 years old started. Got to 9 years old and heard something on the radio, and I heard it, and I could play.
Like I could do that.
And soon as that happened, that was a magic moment. That, oh wow, I can hear something and play it, and that was it.
It feels like that leads to everything in your career since.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you go to college for music, classical, right?
Yeah. I wasn't going to make it as a classical musician. It wasn't my thing. I got the chops from it. Thank you. I'd done that, but now it was time to get on with my own music and imagine what my parents thought and everyone.
Did you move back home?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got a job in a factory.
I heard it was like a Saran Wrap factory?
Yeah, Saran Wrap.
I'm sorry, Howard Jones got a job in a Saran Wrap factory. Why?
It was the first job that anybody offered me, and I just needed something to have some money coming in.
So that you could do your music.
The ball rolling, you know, for the music. That's right.
Do you start just performing and going out to clubs? What happens?
Yeah, it was putting together this idea for the one-man electronic band, because I didn't know anybody in High Wycombe that I could form a band with, really. I had a tiny little drum machine, and then I played piano to it, and then I got a synthesizer, and then, oh, this could be really expansive.
Which is way ahead of your time.
Well, I think it was. I mean, I didn't know of anybody else who was doing it.
Your wife, Jan, you've been married over 40 years.
We grew up together. I taught her to play the piano when I was 14 and she was 11. We did all this together, you know what I mean? Like, we ran a fruit and veg round as a way to make money, which is selling...
Like a truck?
Yeah, a truck, yeah.
Where you sold fruit and veggies?
Going around to people's houses. But one night, we were out on the road at night, parked, serving a customer, and a drunk driver smashed into the vehicle and pinned Jan underneath. Jan was trapped, and it was like, oh my God, I mean, it was bad.
It sounds like it was lucky you survived.
Well, we both could have been killed that night, and it was a turning point, because it was like, it's no time to waste now. Full commitment to, like, let's get the music going. And Jan, the money she got, compensation, she said, I want you to buy equipment. And, you know,
but she got money from an insurance company for the accident.
And I bought equipment, and then pretty much a year later, I was signed.
The first big song that you put out, really the first single I think you put out.
Yeah, it was the first single, yeah.
It goes like wildfire.
Although it came in at number 96 in the chart. Every week it just jumped up a bit more and a bit more, a bit more. Got to number 40, you know, the program Top of the Pops that we used to have in the UK, which broke every artist ever. All the bands they wanted to have on weren't available, so they got me on. And that was it. Explosion then, and my life changed overnight from there.
New song seems to be about you, about your life.
it's very much autobiographical. You know, I've been
The
waiting.
video has a factory scene.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, you know, throw off your mental chains. You know, it's important to not just dream about stuff, but to actually put those dreams, make those dreams real. It was my manifesto. You know, please believe in yourself. You're amazing. You're an amazing human being. And, you know, I did this. I'm just a regular guy, you know, bit of talent. Everyone's got a bit of talent in something. You know, just do it.
From your first hit, you have a series of hits in the 80s, like boom, 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 boom. I'm going to confess something. Somehow my friend Danielle, one of my best friends, knew who you were, and I have something to show you.
Oh, wow.
She made me this mixtape in like 1986, probably. Number 5, What Is Love?
Oh, wow, fantastic.
Every time I hear your song, I think of the next song because I listen to this mix so many times.
Brilliant. I'm very honoured to be in that company.
You've had a long life since the 80s.
Yes,
You've had a long career. You've put out a lot of music. You just recently did a trilogy, 3 albums, and you have a 4th coming to go with those. So you've put out a lot of music, but I think people still think of you as this icon of the 80s. Does that bother you at all? Or?
No, it doesn't bother me at all because I think this is a common thing to most artists. That there's their golden era when you know you have all the attention, the spotlight's on you, and then there's a time when other people move into the spotlight, and it's as simple as that. And I know that those songs will always be really special to people because they grew up with them. So I want to respect that, and I'm going to play them. You know,
you play them now,
and I update them and I remix them.
You're not slowing down.
No, I just don't think the story's not over yet. You know, every time I go out on tour, we improve it, and that process is so enjoyable for me. I love that.
Can I ask you some speed round questions, like some really fast questions?
I'm so looking forward to speed round.
Most memorable moment in a live performance?
Well, there's no 2 ways about that. It was performing at Live Aid and getting to the chorus of Hide and Seek. And the audience, the whole audience, 100,000 people in Wembley joined me. They joined me. It's like being uplifted by all these people and supported by all these people, you know.
If you had to pick your favorite instrument?
Well, it's the piano. 63 years I've been playing the piano, so it's like walking.
Favorite hairstyle you ever had?
My favorite hairstyle was probably the one right at the beginning. It was like 2-tone. It was like orange down the side and blonde at the top.
When you look out at the crowd, when you're performing, in a word, what do you feel?
I feel joy with a tinge of fear. Like, am I going to get it right? Am I going to sing it in tune? So you never know. That's the beauty of being on stage. It must be the same for you when you're doing your live.
Yeah, it is. You have to be a little nervous or you're not going to be as good.
Unexpected things happen.
It's true. Howard Jones, thank you so much for the tea.
No, cheers. I'm so glad you like the tea.
I really do.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.